Welcome, sinners. My name is Cynthara, and we have some pretty huge drama happening in the Marvel Rivals community. This drama has sort of exploded, and the more I dug deeper into it, the more dirt we done got on us dirty Dan.
It'd be really cool if we won this $40,000 tournament. I could really use the money for college, but I think we're gonna need more anti-dive other than Black Widow. Can you shut the fuck up? Oh my god! It'd be really cool if we...
I was kicked out from a $40,000 streamer tournament.
So, I could let him explain it to you, but I'm going to explain it to you in a, a faster thing. So, as a disclaimer, this video is not made with any intentions for you to harass anyone. This is internet tea, honey. We're just here to eat popcorn and watch this shit unfold. We're not hurting anyone. Nobody here is a bad person, okay? I'm a bad person. If you see anything about me online claiming I'm a shitty person, it's probably fucking true, okay? Everyone is bad sometimes, and we do the best that we can, and no one is perfect. So please do not harass anyone, even if they're wrong or a shitty person, because harassing people makes you a bad person, okay? Let's fucking go. Starting from the top, I first came onto this situation from this thread here. Twitch streamer kicked out of $40,000 Marvel Rivals tournament for telling his teammate to swap off of Black Widow. I want to show you guys the first comment here because it's fucking hilarious. All right, we just want the Black Widow player swap. And spoiler alert, yeah, this is kind of what happened. All right, I have this meme here. Okay, this meme for the funnies. This was deleted by the Marvel Rivals subreddit. I knew it would be. So I saved it for you because I'm amazing. I would assume this is misogyny, so they had to remove it. I thought it was fucking hilarious when I saw it, and I laughed for like 10 hours, so I saved it for you. Zazza Stack is the Widow player in question, so here it is for you. Okay. This is how the tournament worked. There was essentially you would apply to be in the tournament, and there was like 30 streamers in a pool, and then 6 team captains, and they would pick the people in the pool to be on their team. So the most important part for this drama that you need to know is that it was not voluntary whose team you were going to be on. The team captain would pick you, and you would be on that person's team. So this was called the Deadpool Creator Cup. Kingsman, the player that was kicked out, assumed this meant you had to play Deadpool. I'm told you did not have to play Deadpool. Sort of weird, but okay. So there was a spreadsheet of the team members, and the team captains would pick you like dodgeball in middle school, and then you would be on their team. So Cece, not that, Cece is our team leader, and we're going to be talking about her a lot today, but it was my understanding that Cece first picked our naughty boy Kingsman. And this is a clip from the actual draft
Of the tournament, so you guys can understand the perspective that Zazza or Bazim would have had based off of the tournament.
Captain 001.
Who's your captain? I don't know. They're drafting.
Okay.
So for further clarification, this is Kingsman, the player that was kicked out of the tournament, watching the draft stream. They had a stream where they were picking people on their team. And he is watching and reacting to this live as he is one of the players that gets picked.
Yeah, I got you. Last time I played in this tournament, I think I went almost last place, but that was because I was team captain and I didn't know anyone. I didn't know who the one tricks were, who were good and who wasn't good. But this time, there's a nice little spreadsheet. I was cooking in there. I'm feeling...
Also, Necros is just losing his shit for some reason. Don't know why.
confident. Yeah, may the
Let's
best.
figure out. Jarvis got it. Yep, it's Cece. Yeah, we're going in reverse snake draft. Yeah.
This is the important part.
Poker draft?
Alrighty,
Yes.
Cece, who would you
You got
like for
paid
your
already.
first duelist pick
Wait.
in the Deadpool
I would
draft?
like Kingsman, please.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm on CC's team.
And
That's
feel
not
free
bad.
to take
That's
your
not
time.
bad.
I know everybody.
That's not bad.
Kingsman
have the
sounds
worst
good.
profile
Alrighty.
picture.
Kingsman.
No, I have
Yo,
no
I
idea
gotta
what
get a
he's
real
capable
picture.
of.
Alrighty.
That looks-
Any words?
So that was the important part. It's really hard to hear because everyone's talking at once. But here, Cece claims that she does not know who Kingsman is. And she later says that she picked him because her chat was spamming his name. Now, this is funny because later in her own video addressing the situation, she clarifies and blatantly says that she was lying on stream and she was only saying that she didn't know who he is to clip farm and that she was aware that he was a good player from the start and that is why she picked him. So pretty weird, but okay. So the team is drafted, and the key players that you need to know in this situation are Kingsman. He is a one above all Magic player. He is the only one above all player on the team. Cece, the team captain of the team, and Zazza, a one-trick pony. So let's try to begin on this. Kingsman and Cece have both made videos on the situation, and all the videos I will link in the description down below, so please support the creators of them. I'll be showing short clips from everyone's videos here today that I picked out that I feel are important to the situation, because Kingsman's video is like an hour and 20 minutes long. Cece's video is 16 minutes long, and there is a 15-page spreadsheet that is now deleted that I have saved for you. So there aren't just those videos. We have a Google Dockey. Zazza's boyfriend made a Google document, and let me tell you, it is probably the worst part of the situation. It is the funniest part of the situation, and I'm pretty sure it is now deleted because thankfully when I checked it yesterday to like try to put my information in order, it is now in the trash. The tweet connected to this Google document is also deleted. So, you know, thankfully I was able to make a copy of it, and I wanted to show this because this is how I was first made aware of the Google document. I'm gonna take this volume down really low because this clip is very loud, but essentially what's happening in this clip, it is so loud, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna mute it. She laughs a lot, she's very cute, but she's very loud. This girl was reading this document and the words were jumping all around and she couldn't figure out why. So as she scrolled up, the guy that made this document is live editing it like over and over and over again. So unfortunately, he's just typing. So unfortunately, I do not have the original Google Dockey. It was edited a lot before I got to it. So we only have, the edited, I had to make a copy of it. I am gonna too long didn't read this shit for you because it's a lot of bullshit, but essentially this Google document was written by Zazza's boyfriend. It was 15 pages long, and long story short, it was written in a way to make Kingsman look as bad as possible. Like I don't even need to say that as an opinion. It was stated by, I think his name's Kaplunk. It was stated by Zazza's boyfriend that he did write it in that way and he is sorry. So he did already apologize for it. So I don't really need to say it myself. He said he made this in the worst possible light on purpose. So essentially he clipped a bunch of clips of Kingsman committing the cardinal sin, the most unholy sin of telling a 0 and 5 Black Widow to please try something else, all right? This is a big crime, it was bad, and that was what he was reported for. So, most interestingly though, in the doc, is that what I felt that Zazza's boyfriend was trying to get across more than anything was that he was trying to establish that Kingsman had some pre-established prejudice against Zazza. That before they met, before he saw her awesome, amazing, awe-inspiring gameplay, that he already had something against her. And I am just going to go out on a limb here and say that I think what he was trying to suggest was sexism. I think that he was trying to suggest that he did not believe in her because of some unchangeable fact about her, which I'm going to think is her being a woman. I'm just saying. So,
Cece, did you see?
this is not what I wanted to show you. This is what I wanted to show you. So I am trying to provide all sides of the argument here, and I do my absolute best to represent everyone. When Zazza entered this tournament, she described herself as Widow One Trick Pony. Like, keep that in mind, that she entered this event as a Widow One Trick Pony. Two more important pieces, objective pieces of information. We cannot be biased. We cannot be biased, fellas. One, this tournament did not originally have a prize. It was at first just supposed to be a content creator tournament. There was no prize at the time that everybody signed up. The money was added later. Two, very important, there are no bans in this tournament. No bans. This was specifically done so that content creators could show off their most popular mains, like Necros to play Spider-Man or Team Captain to play Wolverine. This was supposed to be a spectator-focused tournament where you play your gimmick if you so wanted to, and that was the purpose of this tournament. So after the money was announced, Kingsman really wanted to win the money. He stated this over and over again, that he was broke and he needed to win the money. He wanted to win the money. So he really wants to win the prize money. I know, this is shocking. This is something that I wasn't going to show until later, but I'm going to show now because I guess I have it a little bit out of order. But an important thing about the Google Doc before we move on here is that Zazza is claiming she did not know her boyfriend was sending these clips or making this Google document, but we have that information here.
Cece, did you see the document Cap was putting together about it all?
So important language. Did you see the information he is putting together, as in a happening at this moment tense, not it already happened?
Rage bait for more views? I'm not a rage baiter, bro. I'm not a rage baiter. He tweeted it? Yeah. Yeah, he's being very, like, straightforward about everything and putting all the evidence in there, too. He's actually... Cap has a lot of experience writing good documents like that, so... W Cap.
So Zazza claims she did not know anything about this document and that her boyfriend was putting it together for her at the same time. So I don't know how these two things can be true at the same time. And also with the notion that Kingsman had something against Zazza before they even started, I hopefully clipped it in the right place, but I just wanted to clip this for Kingsman to show that it wasn't a bias against Zazza as a person or Zazza as a woman, because hopefully this is in the right place. Kingsman at some point says he does not want to play with a certain player because they only play Black Panther.
I want to win the tourney.
Great pick.
So that she can heal on Widow, at least. I know you guys are gonna...
Of Spider-Man.
No comment. Any...
Zazza is good. Wait, where's...
Oh, true.
Zazza located?
Okay.
Bro, Benser's team is so good. He has everybody on his team is one above all people. Bro, Benser's team is good. Am I actually the only one above all player on my team? Wait, Cece didn't draft any other one above all players? Lucy, well, it's just me and Lucy. Lucy,
All right, I'm a failure.
Where is...
Oh, true.
Of Spider-Man.
No.
Sumner's a great guy, bro, but he
Here.
only plays BP.
There it was. Sorry, it was a little bit after. So he says that someone is a great guy, but he only plays Black Panther. So I don't think I don't think he has anything against Zazza personally. I don't think he knew who she was before this. It's literally that this guy, Kingsman, just wants to win, and he is nervous about one tricks in a tournament where, you know, I will go out and say, with all my Marvel Rivals infinite knowledge, that picks and counter picks are really important. So not having someone that can deal with different situations is not really great to have on a tournament. So After he was drafted, he speaks with Cece about his team, and he's told that Zazza is a Widow main. But Cece also says that Zazza can play Hela and Phoenix.
This is a Black Widow main, and I know you're like, oh fuck, I have to do all the DPS. Loki, yes, yeah, they do a Black. You have to, but she's really good at healing, like Spider-Man's and dives. She does that, like she has maximum reps on that character, and then if she doesn't work, she does sometimes swap to Hela and stuff.
So she didn't say Phoenix, they say Phoenix later, but she does say she can swap to Hela. So what's important about this is that this is before any of the scrims happened, where Kingsman and Cece are just discussing the team. He is discussing the Black Widow pick, and he is told that she can swap to other things. Later, they also say that she could play Punisher, she could play some other characters too. So this is just important for Kingsman's mental, because I feel like people are, I feel like the girls in this situation, I'm just gonna call them the girls, okay? I'm sorry. I use terms like these bitches and girls a lot, so just fucking get used to it. I don't care. These girls sort of gaslight later that Kingsman is just out of control all the time and wouldn't take no for an answer, and he would not give up the same subject. So keep in mind that she told him that she would swap. And that is where I think his mentality of like, hey, where's that Hela Phoenix pick you told me about earlier? Like, it doesn't fucking exist. So here's another clip where Zazza is apparently Australian and plays on the Australian area, but has to play on the United States servers. So her ping is really high, and you will see it. It is fucking high. So, you know, Kingsman questions the ping here. I don't know why this is like a big topic for people to think that it's a bad thing. It seems perfectly understandable that if you're playing a character that revolves around precision and headshots, that high ping would make this harder for you.
If you guys do not know, Basim ZB is hosting a tournament.
God fucking damn it, this is not what I needed. Is this 5625? It's this one.
Is that true? Okay.
Kingsman's like, my money's gone. No, but she only plays in NA, basically.
Yeah, but the 200 ping is gonna be.
I think most people are gonna be playing Dallas, so she gets like 150. Like she'd have the same ping as like the EU players, like.
Okay. Okay.
Or Potato, like.
Yeah, I know Tato. I've queued with him before.
Yeah, you out on you guys as well.
So I don't know why it was painted as such a bad thing that like Kingsman like questioned that she was going to be playing on really high ping. You would think that if you are joining a tournament in another region and your ping is going to be really high, that maybe you would just compensate by playing like a character that maybe doesn't require such precision shooting. I don't know why this was such a big deal, but I wanted to show it to you. And then I think this is also a very important precursor to the scrims to look at this clip here where Kingsman says he's willing to do anything the team needs, including learning Deadpool. And he says it here.
Who is playing Deadpool? I can learn him like pretty fast. I pick up
learn him.
fast.
Like, what if he's like broken like Daredevil?
That's what I'm.
This is important because in Zazza's boyfriend's Google document, he cites a game where Kingsman would, quote, not get off magic even when he was playing into Penny. So Zazza's boyfriend tried to paint Kingsman as just as bad as Zazza, that he refused to switch off magic. But this is 110% not true, because several times during the scrims, Kingsman says he will play the third support, but he's only concerned about getting off of magic, because if Widow is their only DPS and he switches to a third support, they will have no damage. And he also offers to play a slew of other characters, but all the girls are like, no, please stay on magic. And they're saying that because he's fucking carrying like crazy. So on the topic of him being willing to, you know, swap to anything, I saved this meme for you because I love memes and I find them to be hilarious. So here's a meme. King's telling the team they need to go triple support. This was another thing that he was getting shit on for, constantly saying that they needed triple support, and the girls saying, no, we're not doing triple support, or no, people are not going to do that.
Of course they're gonna do that. It's a $40,000 tournament.
No, they're not.
Talk some sense into these guys because they don't want to run triple support. But every team will.
No, they don't.
They're running triple.
Smaller Gambit is just such bullshit. I know, Smaller Gambit.
As soon as they went triple support, we started losing. So, you know, if this is anything to try to show you, is that this poor guy is just trying to talk sense into these chicks for like hours fucking straight. So that's what we're trying to get across here. So these are the important interactions I think are a bit of a foundation to the incident in question, especially because there's a clip that will be shared later which says that Kingsman for quote days was not dropping this topic, quote, 4 days. And the days are when he spoke with Cece about the team and what they're gonna do, and then the scrims himself. Those are the 4 days where he didn't drop the subject and, quote, wouldn't take no for an answer. So on the days of the scrims, the team gets together and they are minus one person on their team for practice, so they sub someone else in. And problems arrive when Kingsman starts talking about the triple support team or about anti-dive. So Zazza says that the solution to anti-dive or double dive is Black Widow. And I think that's pretty fucking self-explanatory. Kingsman asks if she could play Bucky or literally any other character to help the team at all. And the response is, no shit you think Zazza is going to swap. We've had this convo 10 different times.
Shit, bro, but you think Zazza's gonna swap after we had this conversation 10 different times?
Yeah, I don't know how to tell you when you keep asking. Like,
I'm telling you right now, she's gonna start on Widow no matter what you say.
I don't even think I've been playing that bad in our scrims on Widow either.
Oh, I believe you. I believe you. I know you won't. I know you're not bad at the character. That's not my point.
So very important to hear here is he says, I know you're not bad at the character. That's the point. So he's just trying to ask for different team comps of what they could do once she starts getting dove. So he's trying to explain team comps. He's trying to explain why something other than Black Widow would help the team, especially if it's not the Black Widow that's getting dove, it's the supports. If Magic is diving their backline, who is protecting their own backline? So the entire team at this point is telling him no. And he's just trying to explain, in my opinion, politely, why what they're saying is not going to work.
It's not gonna happen.
Busy dueling with Spider-Man, bro.
Bro, none of them
Back to
live,
you guys
bro.
now.
Yes, exactly,
Oh my God,
exactly.
wait, I'm like learning him.
But Bucky
Okay, I'm
will.
so for
Bucky
real,
will
bro.
prevent that.
Like, no one is living a 5-man run into their spawn, bro. Kingsman, shut up, bro. Just mic off.
They're
in
living
2
with triple
seconds,
support.
bro.
Thank
You
you.
made your point and it's not gonna happen.
Okay, so
That's it. All chats are getting annoyed now.
So my initial opinion about all these clips here is, and my music stopped, so I'm just going to restart it. There you go. My initial opinion about all these clips here was I was really hard paying attention to how these interactions happened. Because at the end of the day, Kingsman was kicked out of the tournament for, I guess, harassment. So keep in mind when he's saying, yeah, you know, Bucky's gonna help us. This character would help us. In return, he's getting, oh my God, shut the fuck up, bro. Like, shut up. Like, that's how the team is communicating. Just for reference. So at 12:51, Zazza says she's not gonna swap off Widow. And oh my God, does this remind me of every ranked game I've ever played. So if you've ever played in a ranked game and someone is doing absolute dog shit at what they're trying to do and you are begging them to swap, just this is the person that's acting that way. So I understand this dude's frustration on an unholy level. And if I was in this game in ranked, I would have like gotten banned for this is why I don't turn on voice chat, because I would not be able to have the amount of poise and politeness that Kingsman has in this situation.
like the solo DPS Widow isn't.
It's impossible. It is impossible. Why not?
Just save your breath.
Because I'm not swapping over Black Widow.
Okay, then we lost the tournament.
You don't
GG, go next.
understand that.
That's literally how it works.
It's not happening, bro.
Oh my god, I just gotta talk about this fucking conversation now.
Nah, bro. And just gonna make another video, bro, for sure.
Yeah, you're.
No, this is an important conversation. This is an important conversation to have before a $40,000 tournament, bro.
Then
Very
you're gonna
important.
have to revolve a 2-2-2 comp.
So, yeah, that. Not only is the voice chat the most annoying shit I've ever heard of, like 100 people talking at once. This guy cannot talk sense into these fucking girls, man. It's so frustrating. And I wanted to play this clip here just to show you what this team is you have Magic here trying to sweat and do his absolute best to carry almost an entire team with almost no help at all. So you could see Kingsman being his own team here. And I understand this tournament has players of all different elos. So there is going to be standouts. There is going to be people that are just trying their best. But the absolute shamelessness of what happens here. I'm going to play the clip and then I'm going to explain it.
Shit, I didn't mean to do that. That was honestly on me. I dashed in there. Come on, guys. I'm not.
Kills 2. Like 1 versus 5.
We're playing so split, that's what makes it difficult.
Another one.
Yeah. Wait,
Another one.
wait. Do you know how to do the B-hop?
So there you go. He's pretty much soloing the entire enemy team by himself. And look at this shit. So the score before this game was 0-5 for the Widow. And I cannot imagine the absolute shamelessness of going 0-5 while some dude is trying to carry you. I would have swapped to anything this dude wanted. Okay, you tried, you failed. It's insanely selfish to not just switch at that point. Even if you started off Widow every game because you wanted a chance to show how good it could be, if it's not working, your entire team is stuck with you. And I cannot believe you don't have pity on them to just swap off to Rocket or something when you're not doing well. Like, I just can't imagine being so selfish at that point. So I stopped this here just so you could see the scores of, look at the fucking DPS in this game. If I was in this ranked game, if I was that Gambit, oh my God, I would be arrested. I would not just be banned, I would be arrested at this point because I would not be able to shut the fuck up on what is happening in this game right now. So that brings me to this clip. So at 2017, where I don't know the different voices, all right? A girl voice is trying to gaslight Kingsman into thinking that Black Widow is good on the one game. Oh, on the game that she fed. This is the game that she fed. She went 0-5 this game, okay? Are you ready for the absolute gaslight of some chick saying that they actually won because of the 0-5 Black Widow? Are you ready?
I think you just expect, like, a Widow, honestly, she is a hit or miss, but I think Zazza, like literally just watch her play. I think she could take care of herself. Even if her stats don't show it, I think she was doing great for herself.
Well, that game, of course, I'm going to play a little bit worse
She's
after getting
helping
yelled at, you know?
Widow is she's a hit or miss character. Like, some games...
Listen, guys,
she's not going to be good every game. I like, honestly, yeah, but
I'm just saying, purely for the composition, like Bucky or something that can peel for the sports, if you're getting permadove like that, is better. Because Widow is so frail and so squishy, and I know this because I've gone against every Black Widow, number 1 Black Widow, all of them, and you run full dive in a top elo, you just dive her and you explode her like a bug. That's just what happens.
Yeah. That's such a good point. You're so right about that, and we're still gonna play Widow.
So, very important. Did you hear her? Did you hear that voice? That is so right. You're totally right, but we're still gonna play Black Widow. So, what you can't hear, because this is Kingsman's video, I will later play it for you, is that right before she said that, she called him a fucking loser, by the way. So just wanted to put that out there for context for later. I do have the clip, and I do have her explanation of why she called him a fucking loser. Maybe she didn't say fucking. I think I'm adding the fucking. She called him a loser. But just for reference at the time, never mind the placation of, you're so right, and we're still not gonna do what you fucking want, so please shut up. Next. This is also where, before I play this next clip, this is where I think Cece as a team leader should have stopped everything and talked to Kingsman off stream. And told him that she knows that he wants to win, but she made this team, you know, under her own authority, and she is team captain, and what she says goes. And I think that should have been really important. I think she should have had a one-on-one off mute stream and say, hey man, listen, we appreciate your input, but this is my team. I'm team captain, and I need you to stop. I think she should have done that. And Cece later admits herself that she should have given Kingsman this warning, and she just didn't. And this is me giving Cece a lot of emotions, because I think she's objectively fucking wrong no matter what. But let's remove that she's objectively wrong. It is her team, and she can run her team however she wants. If she wants to run them into the fucking ground, it's her team. So she should have taken the leadership position and had a calm, rational, not cunty discussion. I'm just gonna say it. She's being very cunty here, all right? I'm sorry. It was very cunty. It was very shady, girl. You were being very shady. Okay, you should have just had a normal human being discussion, because at this point, in my opinion, Kingsman has been nothing but rational. He has not been rude. He has never told this girl that she's bad at the character. He has just said that they need different picks. So I don't like this from Cece. I really, Cece, The entire dialogue between the team is, oh my God, shut the fuck up. Like, that's the only thing he's ever gotten in return from, hey, can we get a Bucky pick? Hey, can we maybe do a triple support comp? Hey, could we, you know, maybe try, you know, something else? That's been the conversation. So at 38:54, whoever's voice this is, I hope it's not you, Cece, but I really think it is. Whoever's voice this is encourages the toxicity on their own team by telling Zazza to talk shit to Kingsman on the, probably, I think this is the only game that she went positive on Widow.
W, bro. That feels good. Mag. I don't think I've ever seen that guy on Mag.
The already double is gonna be hard. I'm not it.
So I think it was just her saying, Zazza, tell him say swap or something, I think is what she says, because this is the only game so far in which the Black Widow is not negative. So just wanted to put that out there, because we're talking about, you know, we're talking about team vibes and positive vibes here. So, you know, telling someone on the team to talk shit to your other teammate is super positive vibes, right? So after all this, Kingsman decides that he's done playing, you know? And I just want to pause to say, you know, I know it seems like I'm glazing Kingsman a lot in this. I am trying to show you all sides of the situation. So we will have more from the other sides in a bit. But he says he's done for the day. And this is when Cece gets an emergency call from the tournament organizer.
Talk shit to Kingsman now.
Oh, this was more of her, of whoever this was, encouraging toxicity on the team to say talk shit to Kingsman.
2-2. Job. Talk shit to Kingsman now, Zazza.
I don't talk shit. I just tell people to shut up when they're talking shit. That's all.
Oh,
I didn't talk shit at all. When did I talk shit?
Look at her strut down this runway. Look at her strut down this one. Shush, Kingsman, you're not allowed to talk.
So we have talk shit to Kingsman. He says I wasn't talking shit. We have shush Kingsman, you're not allowed to talk. So just keep that in mind when we start talking about actually why he's kicked, on the way he talked to the girls compared to the way the girls talk to him. So this is when the call comes in.
I need to go take a phone call right now.
I'm gonna be OB as well. I need to go pee.
I need to go take a phone call right now. This was happening when they were ending the scrims for the day. And then here is essentially him just saying that he was kicked out.
Insult anybody.
I know you did it.
All I did was simply just suggest the proper team composition and
I know, bro.
tell them what to do and how we're gonna win.
Case is the difference from somebody who really wants it.
So what happened here was he was kicked because he crossed the line of professionalism, I guess, by saying they were going to lose if they didn't change up their team comps, which is sort of funny to me because he's literally been cursed out by his whole team, like, this entire time. Cece will later justify this treatment of him by saying it was because he, quote, degraded her teammate for over an hour. And I think that's why her video has 21,000 dislikes. I have a picture of that, but I just want to let you know that Cece is not going great, girl. It's not going great. So what you need to know here is that there was no warning. The TO describes this as a zero tolerance policy for the rules.
What the fuck?
Because your chat has fucking pedophiles.
That was completely something else. So completely something else while we're talking about the line of professionalism. Sorry, my shit's out of order. For some reason, this chick says that Kingsman's chat is full of pedophiles.
Okay, that's fine.
What the fuck?
Because your chat has fucking pedophiles in it.
What? What? Yo, what the fuck?
So when we're on the side of professionalism here, I don't know why we thought it was relevant information to tell Kingsman that he has pedophiles in his chat, but I just wanted to show that because I thought it was funny.
Listen, Basim also said he has some evidence on me, which I'm not really too sure what that is. I know I didn't really say anything.
I clipped this because when we say we have evidence against him, we already know it's the Zazza's boyfriend's Google Dockey. So I just wanted to provide context for this of what the evidence is against Kingsman. And then here is Basim describing his decision on why he removed Kingsman from the team and the tournament as a whole.
Kingsman was kicked out of the tournament, not by anybody else. Not by any prod member, not by...
So keep that in mind for later. He was kicked out of the tournament, not by anybody else, but by the sole decision of the TO.
By anybody else, all right? The reason for that is because he violated the rules that are completely written perfectly in the Discord. And there's a zero tolerance policy. Now listen, nobody better give any hate to Kingsman. Nobody better give hate to any single person that's on that team. It is not on any single player. All right, this is on me for the decisions I made. This is my decision. He was kicked out was, for violating rules. All right, I'm gonna just say that because I'm keeping it as respectful as possible. All right.
So the rules that he violated were, I guess, being toxic or mean. The guy that never said a single curse word and just tried to tell you about team comps. In a way, I am going to try to give Basim a small shred of my empathy because I run tournaments for a different game, not for Marvel Rivals, but I run tournaments. I run them every week. And I feel for him as a TO, he wants to do a good job. He wants everyone to be happy. He's hearing about some kind of harassment. He wants to take care of it. He needs to make sure that all of his players are happy. But I don't really think he looked into this as deeply as he should have. And I do really think, I know it's a zero tolerance policy, but honestly, even with the clips provided, even in the worst possible light, he didn't fucking say anything bad. It's just so crazy to me. He never once called the player bad. He never once called her skill into question. He just said, we really need to work on some team comps. And that is why this is so mind-blowing to me that he was instantly removed from this tournament.
Good luck. Bye bye.
And by the way, for the record, I am not a
I wanted to
misogynist.
post
I do
this just for Kingsman because I wanted to make sure that he gets this message in here.
Good luck, bro.
Good luck. Bye bye.
And by the way, for the record, I am not a misogynist. I do not condone anybody hating on women or Zazza. I've been sent messages from what's happening in
I do. No, I don't. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Zazza's Discord, and some people are getting the perspective that I am some crazy person. I would never promote any of that. I mean, hell, even in my last video, I put a game of me beating Poppy Capone's ass.
This is why women have ruined Marvel Rival. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. This did kind of set us back 70 years in gaming, but, you know, I'm joking. It's all memes, guys, all memes. So, Cece responded on Twitter with an apology that got community noted. So here is our community note that Cece's apology is kind of bullshit, but she you know, she's sorry, I guess, but she's also not sorry because this is the way she responded right after the fact. So we have Cece here saying he did it to himself. We have Cece here saying that they got better players and vibes, which this is probably the most cringe. You know, a lot of people pick out a lot of different things. For me, this comment makes me cringe internally because, like I tried to show you, this Magic player was literally like 40-1 compared to everyone else that was like 3-2. Like, this dude was literally basically almost playing with himself in front of everyone. And we got better players. I don't know who Moxie is, by the way. I don't know if he's a good player or not. I'm not shitting on Moxie. It's just funny for like GM and Celestial Peaks to talk this way about a one above all player. I'm just going to put that out there. We have Cece saying she's pretty sure Kingsman, who is 20 years old, by the way, has spent all 20 years of his life inside playing video games, and that is why he lacks social skills. This is also extremely cringeworthy to me because, in my opinion, Kingsman acted with a level of poise I would never be able to act with in the situation that he was in. He was ganged up on, told to shut the fuck up, that he wasn't important, and that he didn't know what he was talking about, and yet he still never once said anything bad aside from, "We're going to lose this tournament unless you guys listen." And one more. Hey, yo, Kingsman cocksuckers, screenshot this. You all ain't seen the toxicity in the Kingsman Discord. I don't give a fuck about the toxicity in his Discord when people were blatantly toxic to his face. This is another thing, is like, I don't really like this perception, oh, you harbor so much hate in your community. It's like, viewers are allowed to express their opinions in what they perceive to be closed spaces. A Discord of your own community, people perceive to be a friend group, and they feel comfortable voicing their opinion in there. And if their opinion is that you acted like a cunt, I don't really think it's very toxic. I think it's just opinions. But, you know, here we go. So, we have Cece's video. Cece made a video in response to all of this. So let's please get Cece's side of the story before we, you know, shit on her, you know, too much. Funny part about this, which I guess it's not in order, so I am going to just get this for you because this is really funny, I promise.
I'm making this video in response to Kingsman's video and also to all the chatters that are going to come in and ask questions again. I'm just going to direct you to this, and it's the last I'm going to speak up. And if you take it from a third-party perspective, you might be able to digest it a little better.
It's here.
I want to start off by saying that I did not get kicked from the tournament. I was banned on Twitch for violating—
This girl was banned on Twitch for telling someone to kill themselves, okay? You cannot make this up. So Kingsman was kicked out of the tournament for being toxic, but Cece was literally banned on Twitch for telling a user to kill themselves. I can't make this up. I can't. This, the fucking irony. This shit is too fucking funny. Okay, so she does apologize for that. Okay, I have too many tabs open. Shit's getting confusing. She is sorry for telling that user to kill themselves, okay? Cece says that Kingsman was demanding things, which I think is crazy, which I guess like asking if someone could play Deadpool, but then offering to play Deadpool yourself. You know, I guess that's wild. My timestamp's off a little. It's supposed to be 20. It's supposed to be 2:29.
I'm making this video in response
Fucking Christ. I think she's edited the video. She removed the timestamps.
And and she goes, I can play Widow. And Kingsman responds, that's not multi-anti-dive.
Whatever. I think she's deleting her video right now, or she removed the timestamps. They're all gone. So anyway, she says he was demanding things. Just take my word for it. You can watch her video if you want. Okay. And then here, Cece states that she has a rule for her team, and I'm going to let her explain it. I don't think I can actually do that because she has deleted. Oh my gosh, she's deleted parts of the video. She 100% has. It's gone. Oh my God. She's deleting parts of the videos. Okay, well, I might have to add this in later then because I downloaded her original video because I thought she would delete the entire video, but she has edited the video and removed parts of it. So I will hopefully remember to add in her words here. But Cece says that she has a rule for positive vibes on her team. I think this is completely valid. It is her team. It was posted 2 days ago. And I've had these tabs opened to try to save these points, but now that I'm playing them, it has updated and the video is completely changed. So I have the original video downloaded and I'll try to play that for you in the YouTube video. But she essentially says that her rule is positive vibes. And if this was her rule, she needed to talk to Kingsman and say, hey, listen, this rule needs to be respected. You know, everyone's going on tilt. You know, you need to follow the rules. And it's important to remember that Cece is not a drill sergeant and she is not a combat captain. Okay, she seems like a regular chick that was chosen to build a Marvel Rivals team, that I don't think she's very equipped to be a leader of a team, and she's not perfect. So that is what I wanted to get across with her. So I'm not going to play it. So look, do you see how the video is edited? It's different. Green lit, Zazza not swapping, and then you come over here. No, it's changed here too. God damn it. But there's more. Vibe team. So see here, she's changed it. Vibe team, this is gone. Why did you draft Kingsman is gone. This is all gone from the video because I clicked play. See, do you see vibe team anywhere? I don't. She's changed this shit. Okay, anyways, here are the rules of the tournament. So this is why Kingsman was kicked. You know, trash talk allowed, but don't make it personal or excessive. Do you think Kingsman made it personal? I guess we're talking about excessive. I guess we're kicked him because it was excessive. And then at 9:40 here, the original 9:40, you know, she defends why she went to war for Zazza. And she says that it was because Kingsman was berating her and bullying her, and that she was not willing to take it. That's why she treated Kingsman the way she did. That's why she told him to shut the fuck up. She does say she shouldn't have told him to shut the fuck up. And then in the original video here, she does apologize. And I will say originally, I don't know if she's changed it, but originally it was a pretty valid apology. I don't agree with the rest of her video, but the apology was pretty good. However, we are going to have to, you know, fast forward to the fact that today, her video has 27,000 dislikes, okay? This video has almost 300,000 views, 27,000 dislikes. So, like most people, I did not think the apology was very valid, especially because we have, you know, stuff like this. So keep in mind, we're going to have to backtrack here a lot. Bassem said that the decision was his and nobody else's. Cece contradicts this by saying she greenlit it, that it wouldn't have, she essentially implied it wouldn't have happened without her, but then she backtracks on it.
What happened
Is so like Boston pulled me aside and was just like, a lot of people were coming to him, like chatters and stuff, were showing him clips
Keep in mind, chatters and stuff is probably only Zazza's boyfriend.
of him like saying disrespectful things about the tournament, like us as a team, and like saying we were gonna lose and all that stuff. And like Boston was just not having it, and so he asked me, and I was just like, it's kind of just like, if you think so. But apparently he was like muting in like while we were in Discord and then saying like, oh yeah, we're gonna lose, and these guys, my team sucks. And then he was talking about like how some other tournament he's in was like way better. And I think Boston was just not taking that disrespect. And low-key, like, I didn't want that disrespect either. Like, I didn't want someone on the team that was just constantly gonna like shit talk us to his chat. So I was just like, yeah, I'm fine with that.
So keep in mind, you know, she doesn't want someone to shit talk them to his chat while she called him a loser on her voice chat. So I think I have that. It might be here. This is okay. This is actually after the fact, and I just wanted to post this here. This is something else that's, if we're talking about Cece being sorry, you know, I just want to get all this out there.
I have a genuine question. Like, seriously, answer this. Even if you support Kingsman, whatever, support Kingsman like it's fucking Israel. Anyways.
I actually don't even think this isn't even Cece. I don't know who this is, but yeah. Kingsman and Israel, they go hand in hand according to her. And this is different. Okay, this is something else. So I do just want to say, you know, I thought I had the clip of Cece calling him a loser. I don't have it, but it was in her video where she explained why she called him a loser. She does it here, and now it's gone. So, you know, you see it's gone, but I will try to play it and see if it's here. I don't think it's here anymore. No, this is her apology now. She cut so much out of this video. Okay, here it is. Her apologizing for calling him a loser.
Character isn't gonna break any rules. But if you berate someone for an hour, that breaks the rules. It's not allowed. That's why Kingsman was booted out and not Zazza or anyone else. Yes, I did read out the chat. Because when I'm looking to my right, I'm reading chat that called him a loser. And then I repeated it.
So she claims that she did not call him a loser. She was just reading someone calling him a loser. So I have a few more things to wrap this up. That was that. This is for the end. Because this morning, Zazza actually apologized an hour ago. So we have Zazza apology here. And, you know, I'll be honest, I only skimmed it because, come on, you're gonna read this shit? Why do women like to talk so much? You could have just said, I'm sorry, and move the fuck on, but we have not moved the fuck on, you know? So let's go to the fact that I was supposed to insert the clip of her saying her boyfriend was making the doc and she was aware of it, because the most important part about this apology is that she again claims she did not know her boyfriend was sending clips to the TO. And in the clip of her actually talking, she said he's making the Google Doc, like she was aware of it. She says, even though we live in the same house, I had no idea. He saw me crying. He made it because I was crying, which I guess being told to swap off Black Widow is a crying offense. And now we have the Black Widow mains taking strays here. Someone told me not to Zazza his game for picking Widow in quick play, and it happened twice today. I hate my life, dude. I can't even have fun because 2 lobotomies took us back to season 0. And I realize I just repeated that. I think he's referring to women as lobotomies. Oh my God. Oh God. Next. Bro, they call you Zazza now. If you play Widow, it is so over. Oh my God. Let's be real, the Zazza situation has exposed a lot of Widow mains. Yeah, that streamer is so bad. Widow's still good. I would have swapped. All right, so we have that. And So to try to wrap this up, I'm so sorry. I think I got a little disorganized here. There were so many tabs and I kept adding things on that I wanted to include. I don't even think I got everything I wanted to include. Some of the things were a little out of order. So my final thoughts, I think everyone was a little wrong in this situation, but oh man, Kingsman, I think Kingsman just got drafted onto a meme team. That's just what happened. He, against his will, got drafted onto a meme team. I think he was overly excited with a bunch of people that just did not care. And I think they were lying when they said they wanted to win. You know, they kept stressing like, no, we want to win. No, we're taking this seriously. What they mean is, it would be cool if we won, but like, I'm just gonna try my best and like play my favorite character and that's it. And Kingsman's crime was being excited to play in a Marvel Rivals tournament with a lot of money on the line. And to be honest, he just wasn't going to win no matter what he did. You know, I feel like he was in a hopeless black hole. He was just trying his best and they didn't care. And he couldn't read the room and just realize that these girls just want to have fun. You know, girls just want to have fun. We're just girls. Yes. He couldn't accept it. I don't think he could accept it. I think he knew at some point that it wasn't going to happen. I think he knew that he was going to lose no matter what. And he just couldn't accept it. You know, he wanted so bad to win and he was just not going to win. And it really sucks. So, you know, but can you imagine being Kingsman and you are the only objectively amazing player in the game. You're 1v6ing several games and you're being gaslit by like GM peaks on how to play. A 0 and 5 DPS is telling you that you don't know what the fuck you're talking about and they could handle any situation coming to them. That he just must have felt like he was in the fucking Twilight Zone. Like he was talking to lizard people. Like, you know, Kingsman did nothing wrong. I'm just going to be honest. He did nothing wrong. I'm going to say it. Fuck you. I said it. I think it was Cece's responsibility to just tell him to chill and be like, listen, sorry, I drafted you. You know, that was a mistake. I could tell you really want to win. And we got a lot of people on the team that don't really care. You're just going to have to suck it up and play with us. And I will never draft you again in the future. I'm sorry. I think that was Cece's fault for not doing that. I think that's the reason it got to this point. I think she should have taken control. If you want to apply to be a team captain, you have to take responsibility for your fucking team, you know? And I don't think she wanted to do that, or I don't think she was capable of doing that. And you just shouldn't have been a team captain. That's how I think of it. I also don't know why Cece dick rode Zazza so hard. Am I like the only one like shocked by that? Are you guys like friends in real life? Like, why did you dick ride her so hard? I don't understand. She like defended her like she was her child. It was quite strange. I don't really know that. Was it like girl power? Like I'm being sexist now? I don't fucking care. Was this like women's solidarity that you felt the need to defend her with your whole fucking soul and not tell her just like, Cece, you are not a good friend. Cece, you are a friend where your friend like puts on the ugliest fucking dress you've ever seen and is like, how do I look to go out to the club? And you tell that bitch she looks good when she looks like hot fucking garbage, okay? You need to be a better friend and tell this girl like, listen, you're embarrassing yourself. Do not go out in that dress. It looks horrible, girl. Like change it. And you could have saved Zazza all this pain. But no, you had to have toxic positivity and tell this girl that she was doing great while being 0 and 5, okay? I think this is a lot of your fault. Basim, I think you deserve a little bit of stuff here. It is weird that you just straight up removed him, dude. Like I understand the 0 tolerance policy. Like if you were sent a clip of him telling these girls they're fucking stupid and bad at the game, yes, remove him instantly, yes. But like he didn't. I watched the hour-long video and I also watched Cece's video. I watched everyone's video and I don't think he was disrespectful once. Him saying, oh my God, we're going to lose, GG, go next, I think is a perfectly normal situation to people that are not taking any form of advice. And I do think it was really strange for you to just remove him without actually having a talk and saying, listen, man, I know what you're thinking, but you have to chill and it's coming off as disrespectful and you need to dial it back. Okay, this is the team you're on. It's a creator tournament. You need to step back. I think that that's what should have happened. I think removing him was wrong. And Zazza, I don't even want to talk about Zazza. I think I'm going to get myself in trouble while talking about Zazza, and we're going to watch an entire video on me and why I'm toxic. I'm a toxic misogynist, and I'm looking forward to watching that video because I cannot fathom being as selfish as Zazza was during all this. Like, yes, you joined as an OTP and you wanted to show off your gimmick and you wanted to promote your stream. I understand. That's totally understandable. But you are feeding on Widow. Is that what you wanted to show people? You wanted to show people that Widow is bad? Like, was that your goal? If I say, hey, someone went 0 and 5 on Black Widow, do you think they're shocked? Do you think they're surprised? Like, they're not. This is a team game. You signed up to be on a team. There are other people on your team. They're working very hard to play well and look good in the tournament and have a good time. You are refusing to help the team in any way at all. You are literally making 5 other people look like shit because you won't switch. It's weird. I don't understand. Now, Cece says that she would have swapped. And I don't know if she actually offered to swap and it just wasn't in any of the footage. I am going to give Zazza the benefit of the doubt that maybe that was an option. Also, in Zazza's apology this morning, she said she would have swapped, but these were practice games and she wanted to practice with Widow and that she was going to be fully willing to magically swap in the tournament. So I will give her that benefit of the doubt and say that maybe that was the plan. Maybe. But it kind of doesn't matter because this dude got kicked out over it. So the future that we never got to see, you know, I don't know if that's true or not. So, you know, this is just wild. So, you know, again, the apology on Twitter, I think is funny to me because all of these girls, in my perspective, bullied Kingsman and they thought they were hot shit at the time. I don't know if they were being gassed up by their chats while they were smirking to them and, you know, calling him a loser or, you know, attributing him to Israel and, you know, or whatever they were doing. You know, once he was kicked, saying that they didn't miss him and they got better players and that he was a no lifer anyways and he has no social skills. So, you know, I don't know how sorry we actually are after the fact, you know. This has exploded into mainstream attention overnight. Like some famous basketball team made a meme about it. Asmongold, XQC, every big name there is has reacted to this. So it's become, I think, a lot bigger than they thought it was. And I think when they were in their little groups, it was cool to shit on this guy. It was very women empowerment to tell a man he doesn't know what he's talking about. But now that everything has come to light, I hope that them seeing how everybody else feels about this has truly given them perspective, and then they're not just apologizing to have people back down from this. I hope they know that they fucked up a little bit here. And that's that. So she also does apologize for not swapping off Widow, in case I forgot to include that. And, you know, just don't forget that Basm and Cece keep saying viewers and chatters. I just don't want the boyfriend to get out of this because I feel like above all else, this entire situation was started by Zazza's boyfriend, you know, sending clips, even though, you know, he never said she was bad. The irony of the misogyny in this situation, because people were calling Kingsman a misogynist by doing this thing that was like treating the women on his team as equals and talking to them like he would any other players in the game. But this dude's boyfriend, this girl's boyfriend, thinks that she needs to be rescued by basic human speech because, oh, woo, my queen is crying. for being told to swap off when she's feeding. So that's true equality. True equality is making sure your man treats you like a toddler that can't handle social situations on your own. So I just don't want Zazza's boyfriend to get out of this. I think this entire situation was started because of him. And I do think that, you know, I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm at a loss for words. So what do you guys think about this? I know everyone has talked about it already, but I wanted to try to compile a comprehensive group of things here. I wanted everyone to be heard. I didn't get to play a lot of Cece's video because she edited it in some way. It is no longer the original video. She either edited the timestamps or she edited the video itself, and therefore what I saved is not there, which I'm sure was her intention. So I do have the entire original saved on my computer. I just was not set up with the timestamps to play it. So, you know, I will link to everyone's video. I just wanted to hopefully provide the most context I could for this situation without dogpiling on a single side. I wanted to make sure that everyone was heard, even if I clearly have my own opinion. So there's no judgment from me on anyone here. You know, we'll never have 100% of the facts, even with everything I compiled. I could have missed something. So please do not develop a hatred for anyone based on my words or anyone else's. This is not a reflection of who someone is as a person just because they handled one situation in their life wrong. So please remember that. Please support all the content of the originals that I have redone in my video here. And let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. This fell into the umbrella of Marvel Rivals community for me, so I felt the need to talk about it. So here it is, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Bye!